All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Cigar Host. With me, as always, my man, Matty Uch. How we doing?
Paisan, always a pleasure.
It's great to have you in that chair, man.
I look forward to it every week.
Yeah, of course.
Sometimes I show up when you're not even home, though.
You just sit in the chair.
I just sit in the chair.
Get a feel for it.
The Ring camera doesn't even pick me up anymore.
No. Well, we just wanted to say we've had a ton of awesome guests on recently. We have a really cool lineup of guests coming on soon.
Yeah. Someone special tonight.
Yeah, baby.
Obviously, I'm excited about tonight's.
I think it's going to be a good one.
I think it's going to be a really good one.
Yeah. Well.
Hold on. Do you see that?
What's it? Oh, all right, Tony. Yeah.
The Mama T signal's going off?
That's the bat signal.
Mama, you got to answer that.
Mama T needs me. I'll be right back.
Yeah, don't mind him bumping into everything as he walks out. But, guys, I've been waiting for this moment for a long time anyway. We have someone truly, truly special here tonight. I think we've kind of interviewed some really amazing people, and we've lost track of how we got here in this moment. How I'm sitting on this plush, nice, beautiful leather couch. Maybe pleather, who knows? We don't know yet. But we're not checking the leather. So he's also been doing something really special. This guest has been at different events all over the East Coast. He's been at New Jersey Housewives. He's been at golf outings. He's been at weddings. He's been anywhere you find him. He might be in the back alley rolling cigars. This man will go anywhere he needs to give people the experience that they deserve. I've seen him once go to the Jersey Shore in a Speedo to get the tan for the perfect event beforehand. Hundreds of 50s of curls just to do something special. Tonight, we're going to go over the man who created all of this, the creator, the legend, hopefully, my future boss. We got Joey!
What's going on, man? How you doing, man?
Hey, Paisan!
That's it.
Honestly, guys, this is the better version of Joe. We don't like to talk about it, but now that Joe had to go from Mama T signal, let's get into the real interview today.
Who's Joe?
Oh.
Who's Joe?
You don't know who Joe is?
Well, I'm Joey. I don't know.
Yeah, you're the reason why we're here, baby.
That's it.
Look at that timepiece. You're looking great,
look,
Paisan.
come on, baby. You're
doing great. How many curls did you do before you showed up tonight?
That's just a gift from God. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
That's it.
Please get me a gift from him too.
Well, listen. So everybody always sees the uptight,
the
hardworking,
right?
The manager, the business owner,
loose T-shirts, jeans from Costco.
Nobody gets to see this unless they hire. So we figured we share it with everybody. So
I think that's the true experience.
Yeah. So tonight we're gonna be enjoying a hand rolled cigar. These are my Maduros. So let's cut and light these. Let's get these bad boys lit before we start getting into this and having a good time. All right.
I know. So, Joe didn't bring me a cigar today, but Joey brought me something truly special. Tell me, Joe, what are you using there?
This is actually a straight cut, which I really like because it has a black backer on it, like a plate. So you can never cut too much off your cigar, which is really nice.
I can't cut my fingers either, can I?
No.
No piece of deals in here.
No,
right?
well, I mean, listen.
They don't put signs for that.
Depends on how big it is, you know. But so then I'm also toasting the foot of my cigar with one of our brand new lighters. You can pick them up on our website. So we have them in a bunch of different colors: red, blue, white, green, black.
Love it.
So yeah, we just got these in. There's single flame or single torch lighter, so it's pretty nice.
Love it. So why do you toast it beforehand? Teach me a little tonight,
yeah.
Paisan. Now that we don't have the uptight guy here tonight, I want to learn a little bit. I want to Bill Nye the Science Guy type of night. We're gonna put on aprons, lab coats. I want to learn from the man himself. So before we get into that, let me learn a little bit about you, Joey. How did you get into this, craft? What made you want to do it? Well, when did you know you were gonna be great?
I got into rolling cigars, which some of you guys already may know, actually during COVID. So I was a bodybuilder.
Boo.
Yeah, right. COVID. What's that? So I used to go to the gym, bodybuild all the time. When gym shut down, I had no outlet. So I used to sit in my garage, relax. That's what I did, is smoke cigars. So
what was Joe doing during this time?
Oh, he was probably doing that.
He was working.
Yeah, he was
9 to
working.
5.
Yeah,
He
right,
was
right,
working his,
yeah.
you know, we all know what Joe was doing.
So, yeah, Joey likes to have a good time, you know. No, but I was, yeah, I sat down, I started rolling, and I started watching, I'm sorry, I sat down, started smoking cigars, started watching some YouTube, and I saw rollers, and it just interests me, just the whole art of rolling. And it is genuine art. So I decided, listen, I could do that.
Do you consider yourself like Pablo Picasso?
Not yet.
You're getting there.
Not yet.
Which one? Oh, Van Gogh cut his ear
Van
off.
Gogh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got to lose an earlobe.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
yeah. You lose an earlobe, you gain some real notoriety, my man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Once you start losing body parts, then you're really an artist.
So this is the art. Right now, we're smoking your art.
I like to think of it that way, yeah.
But now, why would I want to get rid of a beautiful piece of art like this?
So you're not. So I like to say cigars tell a story.
Okay.
This cigar that we're holding right here is the cover of the book. And when you smoke a cigar, you are writing the plot. You are writing the narrative.
Okay.
And I mean that. It's deep, but hear me
yeah,
out.
it's getting real deep
no,
here, Joey. You know, let's maybe bring Joe back.
No. So hear me out on it, though, because
listening.
when you smoke a cigar, you could be by yourself watching ducks swim in a pond, or you could be having a genuine conversation like we're having right now.
Definitely.
You are creating that memory with this cigar. It's all being created by you. So this cigar could be in the Oval Office at the White House. We all know what happened there that one day with a cigar, but we're not going to get into that. Bill Clinton. Anyway, so...
Is that the night you got a blowjob?
Dude, how do you know? All right, listen,
don't
that's for
watch the
another
news.
time.
Yeah.
Anyway, or it could be at watching my son's Little League game, and I'm you know, a little ways...
Wait. Who's smoking at the Little League game?
No,
Joe
no,
or
you didn't
Joey?
let me... Yeah, you didn't let me finish. I'm saying little ways away from the ball field. But, like, you know what I mean? It's creating memories. It's creating that image. And this cigar, I remember having that cigar in 2008 after my graduation of high school. That was a fantastic cigar. That's what I mean by create. Like, this is a book.
What's this story?
The story?
Tell me the story of this cigar.
We're writing it right now, baby. That's
what
part of
chapter
it.
are we on?
I don't know, whatever chapter you want. But see, we're creating this. We're enjoying a beautiful cigar together. We're creating memories, and that's what it's all about.
Is this book rated R, PG-13?
You write it.
Do we
Let me know.
need parental vision for this?
Well, listen, it's not a nudie, so all right. But yeah, so I do like to look at cigars as art. I think it's craft. It's not something you see every day.
I once heard you were traveling through like Nicaragua to get a cigar, like tobacco. So what are we smoking today? Like, teach me a little bit. What do we got here, Joe? We got.
Yeah. So
I'm sorry, Joey. I don't.
So
step on
this is
toes.
my Maduro blend. So I use a mixture of Ligero and Seco leaves as the filler, and then I wrap it with
What's
a
the
Habano.
filler?
The filler leaves are all the long leaves on the inside, which
Okay.
make up the majority of a cigar. So you have a binder wrapper, and then you take the long leaf filler, which is a blend of the Seco and Ligero,
Okay.
and you wrap those two types of leaves together in the binder. Once you have that, that is the majority of the cigar. You then the finishing touch is what we see on the outside, and that's called a wrapper leaf.
You do that with you lick that with your lips or
Yeah. This, you know, right out.
Oh God! Sounds like he's making mac and cheese over there.
No, you use.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
ASMR. Oh my Lord.
Oh man.
Start showing your feet too if you want to do that, buddy.
You got to pay for that. But yeah, so it's very interesting to me how cigars are manufactured, how they're blended, and different types of leaves.
What got your? So you're painting this beautiful picture of art, creating a cigar. What's your brush? What's your paint? What are you using?
Well, that's a good question. So I would say if you're asking what the paint is to a cigar as an artist, I think it would be the leaves. There are so many different variety of leaves, not only seed varietals, but also how those plants are grown. So we could take a deep dive into this, but there's some plants that are grown in direct sunlight, and then there's some that are grown in what's called shade, like where they put up cheesecloths, and it's grown in the sun, but not direct sun. So it gets very intricate.
Right. Okay, so let me just dip my toe in. I don't want to dive in head first because you're talking about algorithms now and different things like that. What I do want to know about your craft is like, how did you pick this tobacco? How did you pick this leaf? Why this leaf? How
So,
about that? You like the color?
no, so that's a great question. Honestly, I had a little bit of guidance. I reached out to somebody that is well known in the cigar industry, has a successful cigar business.
You have a connect?
Yeah, you start networking. You start talking to people in the industry that you're interested in.
Love it.
And I reached out. I told them pretty much what I was trying to do and my idea behind doing the events and the cigar weddings and all that kind of stuff. And they kind of took me under their wing a little bit and kind of gave me some guidance. By no means was it the 100% of what I wanted to do.
Right.
But I took bits and pieces from that person, and then I created my own kind of thinking on what they were providing me. So
how'd you pick the leaf? This guy is beating around the bush.
No. That's
more than a weed
no.
whacker.
So it's trial and error. So like anything else, I put together 2 Seco leaves with 1 Lajero. I didn't like
what the hell does that mean?
So there's 2 different leaf varietals or plant tobacco varietals that were grown, and on the plant there's the very top.
Are you growing plants?
I tried to grow one once.
That'd be cool.
I did, but it's very hard to grow in New Jersey. But I just did it just to do it.
Well, I think Joey should be trying to grow one in the mountains somewhere. You're trying to get a full crop for harvest.
Well, listen, you never know where life's going to take you. You never know where your business is going to go. My philosophy on this is when a door opens, you don't just open it and go through it. You fucking sprint through it.
You run through it?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Any door?
When doors
Haven't
open.
You ever seen like Monsters Inc.?
No. So right now there's a lot of opportunities that are popping up, and I'm networking, and I would love down the road to be able to own my own cigar line as far as retail line. So right now
Let's talk about that.
So we are selling our cigars on our website.
These cigars.
Yes. So we have the Maduros right here, and then I also have a Connecticut blend as well. So yeah, they're pretty good.
This is where it's at. No, pretty good be an understatement. Listen, these are some of the best. They smoke well. They take long to like. It's got a nice smoke to it. You're not, they're. I guess I don't really know how to describe it as well as I would, but like, just a nice smoking cigar. You can enjoy it through the process. It doesn't break. It's actually got a nice tight roll. This guy licks them each one personally, like like his mail back in 1987. But he's doing something special. So let's Joe. Let me get a little bit further into you. Okay, so talk about your leaves, how you got the tobacco. You kind of beat around the bush about how I get it. It's an underground business. You got a couple cousins who send over tobacco this way. You get tobacco shipped over here.
Oh yeah, so
we can't say that online. There's actually some NDAs we got to sign. Make sure you guys sign them here. But let's talk about how are you at events? Like, what are you providing at these events? Because Joe's told us. But I'm visually seeing something great.
Yeah. So listen, at events, I'm in my element. I love to do what I do. I love being in front of people, enjoying a cigar, sharing my cigar knowledge, experience, and having people make memories.
Okay.
Over my cigars is the most meaningful thing.
Right.
So you have to understand this, and this is what I've told people.
Okay.
People are hiring us and hiring me, my company, to come in on very large milestone events. Not all the time, but 99% of the time we're hired for large milestone events. And what do I mean by that? Weddings, bar mitzvahs, baby showers.
Oh yeah.
Wedding showers. Serious.
Baby showers.
We've done baby showers. We've done gender reveals. We've done all this. Yeah.
Nice.
So, but like it's kind of comical. But then when you look at it, we're there. We need to bring our A game. We need to make a very good impact and experience for these large events.
So how do you do it? What do you do? Like, what do you say?
Just be me, baby.
Show me. Don't give me that look with your eyebrow. You think you're The Rock? Listen, you're looking good like him right now. I'll tell you that.
No,
but like, all right. So like, I walk up. Hey, what's this? Do I eat these? Do I inhale these?
Absolutely not. You don't. Yeah. So then what we would say is, somebody walks up to the table. Hey, how you doing? Would you like me to help you with a cigar today?
I would love one.
Absolutely. Okay, no problem. So we have 2 choices. We have Maduro and we have Connecticut. Oh, I'll take the Connecticut. And I explained what the difference is,
Give me a Spark Note version of Connecticut and a Maduro.
Okay, so my Connecticut is very mild. I like to refer to my cigars as coffee. And what I mean by that is I always say the Connecticut is almost like a coffee with cream or a cappuccino.
Okay.
It's nice, creamy, mild, easy on the palate, not a bold flavor, enjoyable.
Right.
But if you want an espresso, the Maduro right here is what you want.
Love
It's
it.
a little bit more bold on the palate. It's not nicotine strong. It's bold on the palate, which means it's going to be give you that a little heavier,
Right.
just like if you drink an espresso. You understand what I'm saying?
Sure. And here's what I'm going to say is, I'm drunk at a wedding. And I go, hey, buddy, what up? Give me one that I can smoke. What do you
Right.
think?
So then I'm probably just going to be Connecticut because that's probably
Right.
you're going to enjoy that.
Lighter.
Yeah,
I'm
a little bit
inhaling
lighter.
it.
Hey, listen, and I smoke them all, right?
Right.
But sometimes I do.
He doesn't identify his cigars. He smokes any cigar you need.
Yeah.
Any color, people. Don't forget.
I honestly I enjoy strong cigars, mild cigars, full-bodied cigars, medium cigar. To me, a cigar is for every occasion,
Right.
and you need a cigar that fits that occasion. So
Okay.
in my mind, 99% of the people at a wedding or an event like that
Right.
typically is going to want to just enjoy the cigar experience, but not necessarily
Like
want
smoke a whole cigar.
yeah,
right,
not
right.
exactly.
Right, I'm not gonna
Unless
smoke
they're
a
an
cigar.
avid cigar smoker, which we do get at weddings where they come up and you typically
Can I
not
take
stare.
a couple? Can I take a couple cigars? Like I come up, I smoke cigars. I know who you are. I've been
Yeah.
following you around. I'm stalking you. I'm actually not even invited to the wedding.
Your
But
license plate is no,
But I come in and I just take cigars. I'm just like, hey, I come in with a suit. They're like, who's this guy? I take 3 or 4 cigars. Like, am I allowed to take multiple
you're like wedding
cigars?
crashers, but cigar crashers.
Cigar crashers.
Yes. So we do allow. We never limit our guests,
Okay,
right?
right.
So we usually say in a friendly manner, just please be aware that there's other guests here.
Right.
If we're getting low on cigars, because we can only make so many so fast
Right.
at an event. But typically, people do understand. We've
We've
had
all been at Halloween, right? When they leave the bucket open.
well,
full of
we've had a
candy.
couple people come up to the table and take handfuls.
You ever
and-
give them a slap?
No, but we'll make a comment, and not in a rude way, but it's like, just please be aware that there's other guests here that maybe didn't get one yet, and they're like, yeah, see you later, buddy.
So,
You know?
so when you go to an event, you have a certain amount of cigars you're providing, different packages. Like, how does that work?
Of course, yes.
Whoa, but let me ask you before we get into that. Do I have to pay more for you to show up, or do I 'cause you obviously have a full staff too,
Yeah.
right?
So, yeah, we don't have a full staff, but we do have guys that are working with us now
Right.
that handle events for us, and they do go out and roll at events just like I do.
I heard that they've been doing great.
Phenomenal.
Great.
I love my crew. I love my guys. Couldn't ask for anything better. But, yes, it's getting to the point now.
Hold on, I mean to cut you off. If you want to get interviewed for a job, you got to make sure you can do 150 push-ups. You got to make sure you can squat 225 for at least 15 reps. And you got to make sure that if you put a shirt on and you flex, it rips at the sleeves. Everyone needs to see that at the event. You pull a cigar up, hey, buddy, cigar. That thing rips, you're hired. Don't forget,
That's
we'll
it.
see you on Indeed.
ZipRecruiter. Put it on there.
Right. So you're still going to events. I don't mean to cut you.
Yeah, no. So, I do still do events, but now there has been a significant increase in demand.
Right.
So now we do have something where we acknowledge and tell everybody that I can't be at every single event.
Right.
So if you want to 100% have me at your event, whatever it is, there is a little bit of a surcharge for that, but it's a guarantee because people have to understand something. I'm not being pompous. I'm not being arrogant about it. What I'm saying is I'm changing my life. I'm changing my schedule, my main work schedule.
Whoa. This is Joey,
Yes.
not Joe. Let's not forget. Okay?
Right.
The personalities are starting to merge. We don't like that, okay? Keep them separate.
Right.
Okay?
So
Schizophrenia is okay.
you know what I'm
I
trying to.
don't-
You
I'm
know,
just kidding. It's not.
Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
But like I'm making arrangements, whatever that is in my life, to dedicate that time. Guaranteed, I'm going to be there.
Right.
And then that does have an extra fee to it, but that's neither here nor there.
And the
but-
fee is increased. But also, there's a 25 additional price if you wanted to do 100 push-ups at your event.
Yeah.
But he does do. So you bring enough cigars to the events where everyone gets to enjoy, right? Obviously, you're not bringing 500 cigars to the event. but you are having you have a nice setup, right?
Yes.
Like what's your vibe at the table?
Oh, we love to have a good time. We invite everybody behind the table. If you want to come behind the table, you want to sit down and try to roll a cigar, by all means. I love getting the bride and groom or the couple, for that matter, behind the table,
Right.
so they can get great photo ops. I tell everybody this. It's wonderful. We've actually had a couple firehouse or fire departments and PBA or police departments all get behind the table. They're all having a great time, and we all take photo ops and pictures and stuff. It's just great. It's interacting and, like I said, spreading a great experience over cigars. I really can't. It's a full blown experience.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. So now, what if I come up and I'm like, hey, I see you hand rolling cigars. I want that one you just rolled.
Yeah, we could do that. I mean, typically that cigar is going to take a little time because I have to press it and then. But yeah, no problem. What I'll tell that person is, if as long as I am not actively cutting and lighting everybody else's cigars and I can finish that cigar right then, they can have it. No problem.
You're cutting cigars and everything.
Oh yeah, we light cigars. It's the full from point A to point Z.
You dancing? Are you dancing with the mother and father at the wedding too?
No, listen, you want me on the dance floor? That's no problem. I might tear it up, but
he does have some good dance moves. But
that's
you gotta
it.
be careful because you might start dancing with the mother of the groom. You know what I mean? What is it? Like, isn't this guy just here for the cigar event? Why is he dancing?
Why
with
is
my
this
mom?
cigar guy dancing?
Like the opening dance.
Yeah. I actually walk out with the groomsmen.
You walk her down the aisle. He's so good at weddings. He'll walk the bride down the aisle.
Hey, listen, don't laugh. I did a wedding for somebody, and next thing I know, I got invited as the
ordained minister?
No. I did a wedding for somebody, and then next thing you know, I ended up being the godfather for their kid. I had no idea.
Wow.
No, I'm just making that up.
Oh,
That sounded pretty good, right?
Yeah, Joe, sometimes I don't like you, buddy. You got me good there.
No, but yeah, events are so much fun, man. I'm in my element. I absolutely love it. I'm a talker. I love talking to people. I love meeting new people, different walks of life. I mean, I have literally met wild individuals and had wild interactions with these people.
All right, give me top two. You know what? Just give me one that brings some resemblance at your party. Like that you're like, oh, I remember that moment. That was wild.
Well,
did you wake up in a different state? What happened?
No. I don't mean wild like a bender, but I mean like wild, like where you just look at the person. I can't mention the person's name just for whatever reason, but I would never think that I was going to be in their presence. And I don't mean that because I'm looking down on myself.
I'm right here, man. You don't have to say
yeah, right.
To me, man.
But I'm not saying that because I don't think I look down on myself. That's not what I'm saying.
Right.
I'm just saying that this person is a high political figure or high like person where they're busy. They're constantly traveling. And I just happened to be at an event where they were, and it was just, listen.
Can we say names or no?
I'm not going to say that name, but
okay.
It was just a really cool experience. And that person was so genuine, so nice, stood at my table for probably 2 hours straight. I was there for like about 4 hours at that event. And not only that, but I think they smoked about 4 or 5 cigars in that time. And they thoroughly enjoyed it, asked for a box to be sent to their office. We took care of that. But just like what I'm saying, you never know what's going to happen.
Let's talk about that. Now, obviously, you're hosting the events. You're here, obviously doing the weddings and what you're dressed as and what you're a part of and what your ambiance is. But now, I don't want to have a party. How do I get one of your cigars? Like, what do I got to do to get one of these cigars? We're talking about them all night. What do I got to do?
Easy. Just go right to the website, thecigarhost.com, and you can pick them up right on our website. We have the Connecticut and the Maduro. But I also have a little thing up my sleeve here. I'll make the announcement official. Here we go.
Sleeves aren't long.
No, right? We'll make the announcement official today. So we are coming out with our own cigarello line.
Okay.
So what that is a very thin cigar.
A very thin pancake?
Yeah, a thinny thin. No, this is a small, thin, about a pencil size width or diameter cigar. And
we're talking about cigars.
Yes, we're talking about cigars here. Yeah. But the nice thing about these is that they're flavored infused.
Okay.
So we have we have cognac, we have vanilla.
Okay.
And we also are coming out with espresso. So
what is a cigarello? Because you didn't really.
Yeah. So these cigarellos are about 4 inches long and about 27 ring gauge, which is pretty tiny. It's like a number 2 pencil, like the width of a number 2 pencil. They are phenomenal. They smell delicious. They taste delicious. The espresso, cognac, and vanilla are by far.
They've been one of your best sellers at your events, right? Because,
Yes.
well, not sellers, best utilized.
Yes.
Because obviously people don't want to. People love your cigars, but they're enjoyed over time.
Listen,
The
I'm
cigarillos, right?
an avid cigar smoker,
Okay.
and I will have a cigarillo any day of the week.
Love it.
You know, so now my
What's
wife.
your favorite flavor?
I'm
So-
a big espresso guy.
So let's go back to it. So you have cigarillos coming out. You have, so first off, you're selling, which is I think is great. I don't think the people know how much Joe A is doing, because Joe, we
I'm
don't-
hustling, baby.
We don't like him around.
Yeah.
All right. We don't like to tell him that into his face, but he's not the best. I'm just
No.
kidding, Joe. I love you. Paisan,
Yeah.
always. But so you're selling actual cigars where they're Connecticut and Maduro blend. Love it, right? Getting tobacco from all different places that really fit what you like and creating your art picture, which is a stick figure with a smiley face and a sun up top, maybe a little house in the background.
Is that a house?
But it's the best finger painting you'll ever see. And now you're also selling cigarillos.
Yeah.
So they're like little cigars. You said you have cognac
Cognac, vanilla,
and espresso.
and espresso. So they're not
Love it.
available yet on our website.
Okay.
Coming soon.
Coming soon.
Coming very soon.
All right.
And
Nice.
I'm telling you that I would be surprised if they are in stock more than a month and a half to 2 months.
Love it.
Because they fly. We tested the market when we do events, and they have been literally the first thing off our table every single event that we've done. Now, like I said, very, very soon they'll be in stock, and everybody will know once they are official, but they are not going to last on the website. I can guarantee you that. So we're
Guys.
very excited.
He's been running hypothesis and different studies with, doing different things to really get these people to be drawn to it. But I've seen them go real hot.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to them. I can't wait to see what they look like.
The thing is, going back to the experience, right?
Right.
How do I better the experience?
Right.
I want to include everybody.
So what includes okay, so at your table, so now we're talking about cigars, but what else includes at your table?
Yeah, so that's what I wanted to include more people, and the way I can include more people was people were coming up to my table and saying, "Do you have anything flavored?" So that is a legitimate question. There is a cigar market that likes a little flavor with their cigar.
Yeah,
so I had
at the lip.
I had to answer that.
The
Right.
little lip taste
Yeah,
at the end, right?
I had to answer that. So what I did, I found a manufacturer that we can work with down in the Dominican Republic, and now we lined it up. Everything's working great, and listen, sky's the limit for right now. I'm so excited.
Not only job offers, but new cigars. People, if you're not chomping at the bits, you're missing out on this great man right here who's been doing something special. Not only did he build this room, he's building a business I think is growing.
It's
and
fun.
It's great. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see where it goes, baby. And I've had some of those cigarillos, and they are good. The
They're
espresso with an
delicious.
espresso?
Yeah.
Who are you talking to?
I mean, Tony, everybody, Mama T, she'll smoke. I actually have her own box of the espresso, has her name on it, and she gets pissed. Like, I'll be like, I'm going to an event, I need to bring it. She's like, no, that's my box. You're not bringing that.
Well, talking about the Mama T symbol, I know Joe didn't make it back. Thank God.
Mm-hmm.
We know where the true talent is, everyone. Okay, but before we like to go, I know Joe always likes to ask this question. He always likes to ask his guests, if you could smoke a cigar with anyone in the future or the past, or someone that may not be here in this moment, who would you want to smoke a cigar with, where you can get an hour of time and genuinely have a conversation?
That's a great question.
And you can't say Joe.
No. That's a great question. I think it would probably be one person, because I've been very grateful that I haven't lost a lot of family, and I mean that. So I would probably say my dad's mother, which is my grandmother.
Okay.
I never had the opportunity to meet her. She died at a very young age, and every single person that has ever met my grandmother, my uncles, my dad, my mom, everybody, they said, Joe, you would have loved her. She was such a sweetheart. She was a hard Italian woman who cared about their family. And you know what? Like, I don't know her, and I just wish that I had the opportunity. Again, I'm grateful. I still have grandmothers and stuff. I'm not saying that. I'm not taking anything away. But it's that one person that, like, I just know how much she meant to my dad, how much she meant to my uncles and everybody. And I would cherish that moment. I think I really would like that.
I respect it.
You know, so that's
Love it.
probably who I would.
Yeah, I respect it. Well, I'm sorry that Joe couldn't be back here.
Well, yeah, no, fuck that guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Ooh.
Listen, I'm just letting you know. Listen, and I mean this. You either get Joe or you get Joey. Doesn't matter, right? Joey Short Stack, following the Instagram.
And also the cigar host. Don't forget.
Yes.
He's been doing something real special here. He's been interviewing new people, getting to know new people, smoking cigars, hosting events, being anywhere you need him to be. But he's also here in this moment. It was good to get to know him a little bit.
Yeah.
It was nice to get to know you.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm just grateful to do what I love to do, and that's just be in my element at events, share my passion, and make people laugh, have a good time. You know?
It's too bad we're gonna have a Netflix documentary on Joe after this conversation. Like who really murdered him? Just kidding. But guys, always please make sure you're following us. We're always on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, at The Cigar Host. You can buy cigars at Joey's website, thecigarhost.com. Don't forget, treat yourself to his new cigarillos coming soon. Not yet, but soon enough. But you can always get a Maduro and a Connecticut. We hope to see you next time. We know we'll see you next time on our next interview and our next conversation. Till next time, Paisan.
To next
cheers.
time. Cheers. Salute.